Hello and welcome back. Today I am going to introduce new drinks to you. This is actually a requested video tutorial. Some of you might have watched my video, which is Amazing Iced Cocoa, that has gathered quite a number of views. Many thanks again for those that have seen this video and kept watching it. This time we are going to make new drinks which are also inspired by grandma, fondly called Ama by many of our customers, which is located in a fish market actually, somewhere in Bangkok. Stay tuned if you want more amazing drinks added to your menu. Today I am going to start a new series, and it's going to be a series of 3. We already made Amazing Iced Cocoa. We're going to make 3 more amazing fudge drinks. One is taro, the other is matcha, and finally Thai tea. In the market, Ama sells her drinks in 1-liter cups, and this is 32 ounces, but for those that have no intention of selling in 1-liter cups, I am also going to make versions for 16 ounces cups. Each batch that I will make is good for 2 32 ounces cups, 4 16 ounces cups, or 3 22 ounces cups. If you would like to make larger batches, you can simply multiply the proportions that I'm going to show you here today. The recipes will all be in the description box below, so check it out after you watch this video. Also, I will include costing for those that want to introduce this as a business or add this to their existing menus. One of the most frequently asked questions when they watch my Amazing Iced Cocoa video is whether to use evaporated milk or fresh milk as base for their drinks. Today, I am going to show you 2 versions. One is using evaporated milk, just like the original version, and then we are going to make a variation which uses fresh milk, and we are going to compare the taste, which one is better. In terms of costs, and especially in the West, it is not easy to find evaporated milk. The cost of evaporated milk is more expensive than that of fresh milk. So because of that, for some it might be appropriate to use fresh milk instead of evaporated milk. But for those that are in my part of the world, Thailand, Philippines, in Asia, evaporated milk is easily accessible and also cheaper. For today's episode, it is going to be amazing Taro Fudge bubble milk. Whether or not the taste will be good will depend on their ingredients. First, you have to find the taro that works for you. You can use any taro-based powder that you have available to you. I am using one which is a local brand here. We are going to use cowbell. This is a condensed milk in the Philippines. Because I'd like it to be more decadent, I'm going to use tapioca pearls as sinkers for these drinks. 150 grams of taro powder. If you're going to measure it per cup, I would say use tablespoon and use about 5 tablespoons per cup of 32 ounces. And I'm going to add 1 can, which is 300 milliliters of condensed milk. So this can is exactly 300 grams or 300 milliliters, so you don't have to measure it. And now I am going to see how the texture will look like. What we are aiming for is to make it thick and sticky so that it doesn't cascade down the sides of your cup when you pour it. You'd like to keep this floating on top of the drink. That is good enough. Not quite. I still see some powder at the bottom. Okay, now that is perfect. We are going to assemble our drink. Now, if you do not have a measuring cup, I would say that you can put it back into the condensed milk can, and we're looking for about half the can or 150 milliliters of this mixture, because we want to split it into 2. Okay, so that's about half the can there. First, let's put our tapioca pearls at the bottom of the cup. Now this is entirely optional, but you know how tapioca pearls are very popular. You can use any sinkers that you have available to you, grass jelly, tapioca pearls, okay? Fill the cup with crushed ice all the way to the top. And then I am going to use the first one, which is evaporated milk, just about half the cup here, or I would say about 150 milliliters of my evaporated milk. And then I'm going to now pour my Taro Fudge on top. As you can see, it is very sticky and it's not cascading down the sides of the cups immediately. And this is our first drink, which is Taro Fudge milk or Taro Fudge latte using 32 ounces cups. Okay, now we are going to use the rest of our mixture for our 16 ounces cups. Okay, so fill this to the top with ice. That's perfectly fine. And this time I am going to use my fresh milk. This is another local brand from the Philippines. So once again, just about half. Okay. Now why half? The reason is because once I pour my fudge on top, then it will also mix with your drink. Okay, that's one. I just want to make sure that I distribute these evenly between the two of them. Okay, I have some left here, so I could possibly split it into 3 16 ounces cups, but do not skimp on this one. Okay, so 2 cups of 16 ounces. And our gigantic cup of Taro Fudge latte. Absolutely deliciously looking, but how delicious, we'll find out. Now, as you can see, the difference in the color of the milk. Here we use evaporated milk and the color is darker, it's creamier for sure. But here we use fresh milk and the color of the milk is lighter. But then now that some of the taro have already been mixed with the milk, it is looking more pink than white. I'll try the one with the fresh milk first. Let me try the taro. Does it taste good? Sweet, very sweet. Okay, let's try. Well, what it is, it's just like your taro milk, or if you'd like to make this taro milk tea or bubble tea, then you can replace the milk with your tea base. But definitely the taste is richer. Somehow I could taste the taro a lot more, not to forget that we put quite a lot of taro powder in this one, the flavoring, and also with that sweetened condensed milk, the taste is very rich. I would say that this one tastes quite light, maybe because I'm using only fresh milk. I like it. That's nice. Now, I am going to try the one where we use evaporated milk, but the look of this drink is absolutely tempting. Now, a lot of taro here, a lot of condensed milk, and also note that we only use very little evaporated milk here because the milk is coming from our fudge mix, okay? Wow. You probably are not going to like what I am going to share with you now. what can I say? There is quite a big difference between the taste of this and this one. This one tastes just so rich, satisfying. As I've said, this one tastes a bit light. That's because we use fresh milk as opposed to evaporated milk. This one gives me that wow. Really, you just have to give it a try for yourself. But well, that is my finding for this one. Definitely more delicious than using the fresh milk. But if you're worried about using evaporated milk, absolutely replace it with fresh milk. But I am telling you right here, right now, the taste is very, very different. I am going to put the recipe in the description box below, as well as the costing that I use for Thailand. You can adjust the costing depending on how much each of your ingredients costs. Up next in this series, it is going to be matcha fudge bubble milks. In the meantime, stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.